I haven't seen my underpants in weeks. No, I haven't seen my underpants in weeks. Oh, I haven't seen my underpants. I haven't seen my underpants. I haven't seen my underpants in weeks. Yahoo!
And hello, everyone. It is Tom. It's FANzine Live, and we are looking at classic zines today. An interesting classic zine because of the creator and because of the times that we're living in right now. We are going to look at my friend and yours, Steve Willis, doing Larry of McCleary and other characters. And start right off at the beginning. I'm singing in the rain, singing in the rain. That is the story of a wetback, and wetbacks, of course, being residents of the Pacific Northwest. I picked this because Steve has a love for the Pacific Northwest, for his home in McCleary, Washington. And in fact, his character, Morty the dog, once ran for mayor of McCleary. What I wanted to point out was he also has a blog, Steve does, and shares about this particular zine. In the late 1980s, I tried my hand at a comic strip in our regional weekly, the East County News. I wanted to create a strip with local appeal, capturing some of the quirks that made Eastern Grays Harbor County a bit different than the rest of Western Washington. The strip continued for another 10 months after this collection was published. The remainders were assembled in an issue of retreads, he thinks. So my point is, this is local flavor. I will remind you that in the Collected Cranium Frenzy Volume 3, which covers 2023 to 24, so this is long after Larry of McCleary came out, there was an issue in here. Oh, let's do a shout out. Jeffrey Wood Snow Bunny. Gotta love that. Cranium Frenzy 20, Wherever I May Roam, is all about local flavor, starting with rain, of course. Got to start with rain when you're talking about Pacific Northwest. This is one of my favorite zines that Steve has ever done. It's just the combination of local quirkiness, historical accuracy, short form creative cartooning, the whole shooting match makes that one of my favorites. I wanted to point that out because that's what inspired me when Steve sent me a whole bunch of his old zines to pull this one out and look at it today. The other big reason, and this is what in journalism they call burying the lead, the other big thing about having a Steve Willis piece today is that Steve will be a featured guest at Space 2026. That's right. Steve is flying out from Washington to come to see everyone at Space. As best I know, this is going to be his only Midwest visit. So if you have any interest at all in Steve Willis and meeting him, perhaps finding a Morty comic of your own or what have you, this is the time to look. This is the time to see him. He has no plans to come out to the Midwest after this. He is only making this one trip as best I know. And thank you to Bruce Crislip and space organizer Bob Corby for helping make this happen. This is really kind of cool. We're very excited to have Steve come out. That said, let's take a look at some classic Steve Willis. Let's take a look at Larry of McCleary. Now remember, he said this was a newspaper strip, so you've got newspaper strips for each one. Copyright 88 and 89. Starts with Lawrence of Arabia and Larry of McCleary. Then you've got the sympathy pains of the East County residents. The women have baby bellies, the men have beer bellies. I love how his characters kind of have that wetback look. The simple ball cap, the flannel, the beard, button-down shirts, vests. I love it. If that beer belly grows much more, I'll have to give you one of my old maternity shirts. I'd rather have a maternity shirt than a paternity suit. Let's hope this child doesn't inherit your humor. Different types of pacifiers. Love it. How did this book on advanced calculus get into the baby's crib? They look down at him. No, that's impossible. And then, of course, the baby's reading advanced calculus. The mythical creatures of the East County: Sasquatch, Wild John's ghost, and Republicans. Okay. Well, after 8 years of trying to return to a past that never was, allowing religious fanatics to run amok and generally acting like a jerk for all the world to see, the senile old man is about to go. I forgot. Are we talking about Reagan or Khomeini? Boy, that's timely. He mixes in the topical stuff with kind of the crazy stuff, but then he doesn't overlook his surreal nature. In this one, going to hell in a handbasket or going to heaven in a burger basket. Welcome to Washington, the evergreen state. Ouch. Logging. Politics, trees, and hair. The total conservationist, lots of hair. The advocate for selective thinning, yeah, I'd say. And the clear-cutting proponent, totally bald. Cripes, what on earth happened to you? The cartoonist tried to draw me while he was riding in a pickup on a logging road. Look how rough that piece is. He actually does a pretty good 2-3 panel strip. Well, okay, more than that. Chaw styles: lower lip, upper lip, cheek, or chaw with eggs and toast. Larry, I'll have to take you in for disorderly conduct, inciting a fight, and... Just a moment, officer. I need to find my teeth. I can't pass up a chance like this to cash in on the tooth fairy. Question: why do so many East County guys wear duckbill hats? The answer: they're all bald. A slave to fashion, climbing up to their trucks, jacked up pickup trucks. I love it. Drink plenty of liquids and get lots of sleep. So he's pounding the beer on doctor's orders. Guess which one is the newly transplanted Californian? The one with the umbrella. If you've ever been to the Pacific Northwest, you know how accurate a lot of this stuff is. Fondness makes the head grow absent. Look at that guy. Larry, we of the East County Tourism Board appreciate the effort you put into your proposed slogan, but somehow I don't think we'll be able to use it. East County, where you can scratch where it itches. East County Comics. Slam up, slam down. Hey kids, stop playing with the elevator buttons. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. All right, who's the wise guy that swiped my spoon? He's trying to make instant cheese. The East County Wildlife Refuge with the animals. The East County Lowlife Refuge with the bums. How to make the WPPSS, I'm presuming that's the power system, Nuke Towers a major tourist attraction with only a slight investment in paint, salt and pepper. So yeah, Larry McCleary. A great, great collection of strips. Not used to seeing him in this format from Steve, but the man's versatile. He's talented. He knows what he's doing. So let's close it out with some Morty comics. And you can never go wrong with Morty comics. And this is a 1990 edition, issue 1882. Steve told me just recently that he crossed the 14,000 mark. So he's been busy since 1990. This is the mass production issue. He usually does them one at a time, but he apparently made photocopies of this one and sent them around. So this is his Morty comics. Nice looking piece. Wonder how he does this. Maybe draws the thing and then traces underneath the outline? Possibly. Got his crazy looking characters. Wow. And this is a reprint edition from 2006. He's had a lot of copies of this made. So there you go. Morty Comics, Larry of McCleary. Let me know what you think, everybody. Are you planning on going to space to meet Steve Willis? You should. He's a great guy. Very nice, very warm, very funny. I enjoyed spending a day with him out at Short Run, and I'm going to spend another 2 days with him. Well, probably more than 2 days because he'll be in town a little longer than that. But 2 days with him at space. Please come and join us. We'd love to see you. Leave a comment if you're so inclined. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to FANzine Live, and tell your friends, especially because I want everybody there at space. Gotta say hi to Steve. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm Tom, and I will catch you next time.